Hi friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee and I have not been uploading, so I figured I would do a quick little update video and kind of tell you what has been going on, because I've had some of my sweet little internet aunties message me and ask me if I'm okay. And yes, I'm okay, but I am very tired. I have been working a lot. I knew I was going to be working a lot when I accepted the garden position at the church, because that added hours to my already pretty busy schedule. But at the same time that happened, one of the elderly patients that I care for is nearing end of life, and they added overnights onto our schedule, our shift load. So I've been working so much, and when I tell you guys, there have been a few times that I've worked 23-hour shift, like 23 hours. I'm talking 7 a.m. in the morning until 6 a.m. the next morning, with nothing but driving in between, like straight through, just boom, boom, boom. And I'm very tired. Not only am I tired, but I'm not a grind girly. Like, I get burnt out real fast. I don't like being overworked. It's not for me. I really enjoy routine. I really enjoy having downtime. And so this schedule is gonna have to be temporary. I cannot do this for very long. But by the very nature of what's been happening, I won't be doing it forever, if you catch my drift. And yeah, so it's temporary. Outside of just being very busy and very tired, I've also been grappling with, how do I say this? I've been doing a lot of self-reflection and a lot of kind of soul searching, I guess. And I'm really trying to make sure that I know who I am and what I believe in and what I stand for. And I'm trying to learn how to stand by those things, talk about those things, share those things in a Christian, loving, articulate way. And at the same time, now that I work for a church and have a public platform, it's really making me take a hard look at how I carry myself, the things that I say, how I say them. Yeah, and I think I'm just going through a bit of a transitional phase right now. I think I'm just trying to take a little time to make sure that I feel comfortable in my own skin with my own voice. And I care a lot about the pieces of my life right now, and I'm old enough to realize that I need to be taking them seriously. Especially when it comes to sharing about the garden or sharing on here anything having to do with my church. It's important to me that I carry myself well and represent myself well, so that I am not a poor reflection on the church or a poor reflection for Christianity as a whole. I actually think that's probably more where the pressure is. Not so much with the garden or anything, but like, I've just been challenged a lot lately. I've had a lot of things come up where I have been like, how do I handle this? What do I say? What do I even actually feel about this? I think also it's because of the election too. There's just a lot of conversations being had right now that we went years without having. And there's just a lot of emotion right now. And I'm trying to live in it and feel it and express it and respond to it in a good, mature Christian way. Does that make sense? So with all of that, that's big stuff, right? That's big feelings, big thoughts, big stuff. And so I just have not felt prompted. I haven't felt the desire to pick up the camera. I do actually have 2 videos that I have filmed that I need to edit. But guys, I'm telling you, I'm serious. I come home and if I'm home, I'm probably asleep or I'm cooking something. Like, I have no downtime right now. The garden, ugh. I have so much garden cleanup to do out there. It's insane. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. It's just a very challenging season. I'm in a very challenging season right now. And I'm glad for it. And it's helping me to grow as a person, as a Christian. And I'm making a lot of progress. I'm making great progress on my debt. Yeah. And the work that I'm doing right now, it's valuable. The work that I'm doing with the church, the work that I'm doing with my patient, it's valuable. It matters. And I feel good about it. It's just a lot. Lots of cool stuff happening with the garden. I think I have a video. This video that I'm filming right now is going to be really easy for me to edit. I'm probably going to go ahead and do it right after I film it, and I'll get this up for you guys ASAP. So you'll see this one first because it's going to be the easiest for me to edit. I need to edit the garden update video for you. I've got some cool footage for you to see. And then I need to film another one because we have more really cool stuff happening coming up next week. I'll have to get that footage. It's moving. It's moving and grooving, guys. Oh, so exciting. It's been so fun. Also, and I'm going to say this in a couple of videos, just so I can make sure everybody hears the message. Don't send anything to my P.O. box anymore. That P.O. box was the worst experience. Never again, at least not at that post office. I had things stolen. I had things lost. They were constantly sending properly addressed letters and packages back to sender as undeliverable for no reason. Awful P.O. box. So I'm getting rid of it. And so I won't have anywhere for you to send anything for a little while until I get that figured out. Yeah. So don't send me anything to that P.O. box. I have to go through and take that information out everywhere, and I will. But until I get around to that, I'm putting out the PSA here. I will say my diet is really suffering because of this crazy schedule. I'm a routine person. I like for there to be order and routine. I like to know what I'm doing. I look at, I don't really go day by day. I go week by week. And so I really like to know what I'm doing every day of a week, what I have on the schedule, what free time do I have, what tasks do I need to accomplish within that free time. And this has been so chaotic, and I'm so all over the place that I can't plan like that. And so I don't, there are some days where I need to pack breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then food, snacks for overnight, all in one big cooler. I have to have all of that with me, and with very little time to prepare it. So I'm like a piece of bread here, and something frozen here, and an apple here, and a bowl of cottage cheese here, and it's just all over the place. So I've been trying my best to keep up on my supplements at least, because I really don't want, I'm so stressed out that I don't want that paired with poor nutrition to deplete me too much. So I'm trying to at least stay up on my supplements. I got a watch. It's a Garmin. I got it because I was going to start running again. And then all of this started happening at the same time. And I have certainly not gone for any runs, because they do say that exercise like that is stress on your body. It's a good stress, but it is stress. So you have to make sure that you're counteracting it with proper sleep and good nutrition, and I don't have either of those things right now, so I certainly can't justify running at the moment. So I still have the watch, but anyway, I bring that up to say that this watch tells me when I'm stressed out, which is just not even right, because I'm stressed out all the time. So it'll literally give me a notification that says, high stress period, take some deep breaths or something, and I'm like, leave me alone. What do you want me to do? So, yeah. Ugh. And poor Benny Blue. What? Go. He's been a champ through all of this because Tom has also been really busy. He picked up hours too. We're really, really, really trying to hit our financial goals. So he's also working a ton. Yeah. That's all I got. I've got sponsors that are waiting for me to put out videos for them. I was doing so well with the preparedness content, and the election is coming up. Totally dropped off of doing that. Yeah, dropping the ball. But you know what? Sometimes, in the words of our favorite Jess Sowards, you've got to let the low end drag. And unfortunately for me, YouTube is the low end for me because YouTube is the only thing that doesn't have, there is no hard and fast deadline, there is no boss, and there's no one particular person who's relying on me to complete a task. Whereas in all the other areas of my life, there's an actual person, there's a face to the task that it needs it accomplished, and so it has to happen. And YouTube isn't like that, so it's easy for me to fall back on having that be the thing that drags. And I hate that because YouTube is my business. I want to be able to focus on my business, but it's just for a season because once this patient of mine passes, I'm not replacing them with another. I'm going to leave that open. And I'm going to eventually try to get to the point where I only have YouTube and the garden and maybe one other thing. And hopefully that'll give me time to have a life, but still pay my bills and make progress towards my debt. We'll see. But the Lord is giving me strength to get through this because I'm, only He knows when my schedule is going to open up. And He's giving me the strength to get through it. So, yeah. So, sorry that I haven't been uploading. I still am not going to be for a little while. I am not done with YouTube. I'm coming back. I'm just in an incredibly busy season right now. I think this is probably the busiest. I don't even think I was this busy when I wasn't this busy when I was taking calls emergently in the hospital. Like even then I wasn't. This is the busiest I think I've ever been. And I'm feeling it, but we're going to get through it. And as soon as my schedule opens up a bit, I'll be back with your regularly scheduled homesteading content. And I appreciate my internet aunties who have been checking in on me and asking me if I'm okay. And I also thank all of you who, are subscribed and look out for my videos and always watch them when they go up and always give it a like and always comment on it. And several of you have even been using this as an opportunity to go back into my archives and watch some of my other videos. And that helps me a lot, and I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Yeah. So, new hair also. It did have some blonde in it, but that blonde had grown way out, and so I went and I was like, let's do something a little bit darker for fall. So it's not that different, but it's a little bit darker. I did this last night, and it feels so nice and fresh, and I love it. So I'm glad for that. I think that's everything. Don't send anything in my P.O. box. Doesn't exist anymore. Thanks so much for listening to this update. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Have faith and keep moving forward. Bye.